cruising down the street in my Pokemon hat. So I was called to help out, I don't know, do something with an air conditioner, install an air conditioner unit. I don't know why I'd be called. I'm the last person you want to call for such a thing. I'm the least mechanical person on the face, that's a nice face, of the earth. But anyway, I figured, well, I should help my friend, first of all, and second of all, it'd be a good opportunity to bring you guys along and see if we can find anything interesting. So I'm going to stop driving and videotaping at the same time. Ciao.
Oh.
All this noise. My Pokemon hat. Hello, YouTube land. I'm Tony Cat. We're here with another episode of Pastor's Perspective. We are here in the junkyard with Pastor Price, and we're doing this kind of off the cuff, on a whim here. We didn't plan for this today.
As opposed to our regular, well-planned, well-organized videos.
We're over here working on air conditioning units and grilling some steaks. You gotta take care of the AC guy here, William.
Hi.
So this is very informal. It's very noisy. We got lots of noise going on in the background, but you'll just have to deal with that the way we do. So what it is there's all this stuff going on in the news. Bombs are going off, and we've been getting all these emails from our fans who want to know.
We don't have any fans. That's a lie. But we've been asking ourselves questions.
We've been getting non-stop emails from our viewers who want to know what Pastor Price thinks about bombs going off. I don't watch the news. I'm busy editing videos for you guys. So we're going to come over here with Pastor Ryan Price, and he's going to tell us what's been going on in the news and give you his take. There you go. Thanks for asking. One time, I think it was an onion. This guy gave me an onion that was grilled. And I don't know if it was an onion or garlic, but it was really good, and ever since then I've been craving it, and I didn't know which one it was, so I was like, let me get a garlic and an onion and we'll see which one tastes better grilled.
Alright, that's illegit.
Alright, I'm going to bring this microphone closer.
How about I just stab myself? Oh, let's see here. Let's take a little more onion off of here. What do you think about that, Lou? Does that look like the least amazing thing you've ever seen? Who's blowing up your phones? When I was a little kid, I went to the store in Bennington, a little hardware store. I was 4 years old, and a guy called me onion. What does that mean? It caused me to have a psychological complex of some sort.
You felt like an onion ever since?
I don't know. I mean, I just wonder, why do people think I'm an onion, right? Like peel off in layers, or what does that mean, right? I'll be okay, though. Never focus too much on what people called me. Maybe I should. Better check that steak, huh? Oh, look at that, Tones. High-tech utensils I'm using. No shame in using a Swiss Army knife when you have to eat. Much better. What about this one? You think we need more Freon in it?
We're just going to hang a towel over the microphone and see if we can get rid of some wind.
Some onion?
Alright, go ahead then. Let's just deal with it. Just talk loud. Tell us what's going on.
Okay, so here's what's going on in the news this week. One, William fixing air conditioning. That's big news. Hopefully for Easter Sunday we won't be burning up in our church auditorium. So that's the major worldwide event, actually. Don't forget to show up for church on your one day of the year. And if you do decide to come, then come to our church. We are sending out flyers for all the people that don't normally go to church and decide to come on Easter Sunday. We'll be happy to have you. So there's a little plug for Fort Lauderdale Baptist Church. Second thing in the news is we're grilling a couple of New York strip steaks with some onions and garlic. And the onions and garlic are for Tony, and the steaks for AC Guy. Then Neil Gorsuch was confirmed today as the new justice to fill the seat of Justice Antonin Scalia, right? No, it wasn't Scalia that died. Yeah, it was. Which one was it? I think it was Scalia, conservative justice that died this past year, and supposedly there was going to be a filibuster and some other things in order to stop his appointment, but 4 Democrats also confirmed Justice Gorsuch, and hopefully that's a good thing for America. The people that hate God are mad about it, so I'm hoping it's a good thing for people that love God. So That's next in the news. And he's only 50 years old, actually. And interestingly enough, Neil Gorsuch was, what do they call it when you're sort of like an internship, but he sat under Justice Kennedy and actually was one of his clerks or helpers or whatever those kind of things are. Sort of what Ted Cruz was when he was a young fella. That's big in the news. And then also, last night, President Trump got a bunch of brownie points from people all around the world except for Russia. And he went ahead and bombed the airstrip that was the staging grounds for the Syrian gassing of their own people. And so I don't have a lot to say about that, except President Obama drew a line in the sand. He said, "You better not," and then he did nothing when the Syrians continued on. It seems as though our president is compassionate toward women and children, innocent people, and so it seems as though that's a pretty widely received response to Syria right now. Hopefully it doesn't mean war for America, but the president of, or what is it, the guy, the Prime Minister of Japan came out in favor, the Australian Prime Minister, of course, our counterpart or our good friend in Israel also gave his ringing endorsement, said that he stands by America for that. So that's all the big news this week. I don't personally have a lot of commentary about it because all of it is really wait and see what happens. You know, you do the right thing and then you find out what the world's response to it is, actually. Hey, there's a yellow thing, streamer, went down. Oh well. Anyway, interesting things are happening in the background, and grilling's happening in the foreground. You want to look at my grilling here? Getting a little bit of blood rising on this steak here. That's starting to look kind of tasty, isn't it? Here you go, Tech Cat.
Now that's news.
In other news, CNN is still fake news.
Okay, so were people killed from these?
Yeah,
chemicals?
six. Supposedly, you know, Russia has been kind of a ally with the president of Syria, and he told them to get out of there. 6 people didn't. So basically, gave them a heads up. We're about to blow your runway away and some of your airplanes. And there were still 6. I don't remember if they were civilians. I think they were civilians that were there that our Tomahawk missiles sort of made disappear. And they're green. It's one of my favorite parts. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And they're green. Isn't that your favorite part?
Let me think it through. They're the world's most fearsome fighting team. They're heroes in a half shell and they're green.
And they're green.
When the evil Shredder attacks, these turtle boys don't cut them no slack. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Splinter taught them to be ninja teens. Leonardo leads, Donatello does machines. Raphael is cool but rude, give me a break. Michelangelo is a party dude. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Here's in a half shell. And they're green. Yeah, maybe. Could be. Never thought it through till now.
Turtles.
Show me one of those steaks really quick. Like up closer. There we go. Nice. Looking good.
Yep. I think it's kind of ready now. Want to try it again, William? I don't want to overcook it.
My guess would be you'd have a lot of people that are angry about this and would call this some act of war, or would say that it's not right to drop bombs. And I mean, is that what happens?
Well, you have the president of a country actually using chemical weapons against his own people, and the parallel to that was be back when Saddam Hussein did the same thing to the Kurds back in the 80s or 90s? I think it was 1990s, and it's a pretty sick thing when a president of a country is actually subjecting his own people. He's actually committing genocide against his own people. Really, the war in Syria is between the Sunni and the what's the other kind of Muslims? The Sunnis and the Shia Muslims, and I hope we don't get involved in it for that reason. You don't want to get caught in the middle of a bunch of Muslims killing each other. That steak looks good. William, how do you like your steak?
Medium.
Okay, it's coming off in a minute.
And would that be all the facts?
Well, that's the stuff I made up.
In other words, those are the facts.
Those are the facts. Everything else is fake news.
That's all for this episode. Like, subscribe.
Taste of heaven. Taste of heaven. Little taste of heaven. Ooh, that's a little taste of heaven. Look at that. Just look at it. Just look at it. Sometimes you just gotta look at it. Check this out. Check that out. Check that out. Cannibal. Cannibal.
Oh.
Cannibal style. Cannibal style.